morning, Mrs. Baker. Not only from me, but from all our happy cows out at the dairy.
Thank you, and them.
Morning.
Oh, morning, Julia.
Oh, good morning, Lydia. What are you doing up so early?
It's an exciting day. Milton's coming home.
You mean we're finally going to get to meet that husband of yours?
That's why I ordered the extra quart of milk this morning. I'm baking him the biggest cake you ever saw.
I thought the milkman had made a mistake. We usually get 2.
Oh, well, if you need the extra quart, I can always pick up more at the market, or I could send Lyle.
Oh, that's sweet of you, Lydia.
What are neighbors for, honey? Here. And don't argue now or when I invite you in this evening for coffee and introductions.
See you later.
Ciao.
Astrospace Clinic, correct?
Who am I to argue with the sign on the door?
You are obviously a nurse or attendant of some sort. I am Mr. Myron Rush from Mess.
I'll take your word for it, Mr. Rush. I'm Nurse Yarby. And what particular mess are you from?
No. Not Mess. Mess. M-E-S. Maximum Efficiency Section. I'm doing you this week. Time and motion study, you understand?
Another cotton ball counter. Just what we needed.
Now, just go on about your business. Act naturally and ignore me. I'm used to it. Go.
Go where? I was just starting.
Nurse Yarby, please. You really mustn't talk to me. You'll throw the timing, you know. Now, will you please get back to work, please?
Oh, and what is that?
The man from Mess. Miss Baker, Mr. Rush. Mr. Rush, Nurse Baker.
Baker. B. Baker.
As in bread.
I got it. Both of you just go about your business. Ignore me. And no anxiety, ladies, please. I'm just here to maximize your EP.
Oh, what?
Efficiency potential. When completed, my little study will hopefully maximize it to the optimum. Now, shall we get back to work? Time in. This, please.
Check.
Broke again. Not again. I fixed it. Yeah, now it won't go at all. Maybe we can ask Mr. Cooper to fix it this time. You know how he gets when anybody asks him to fix anything. Let's ask him anyway and watch him get mad. That's a lot more fun than playing circus. Yeah. Hi.
Oh. Hi, buddy.
I'm Earl J. Wagner, not Buddy. Who are you? He's a stranger, Dumbo.
Not anymore. I'm going to live right down the hall from you.
With Mrs. Douglas?
Well, why not? I'm Mr. Douglas. And you must be Corey.
How do you know?
Well, if he's Earl, you must be Corey.
Mr. Douglas, can you fix our Ferris wheel?
Sure. Easy, but I don't have time.
He means he can't fix it. That's the way grown-ups say it. I bet he can. Bet he can. Bet he can.
Boys, don't let's start any wars over a Ferris wheel, okay?
Okay.
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 Sal Cooper. On your tombstone, they will carve, he died from amiability.
That looks pretty good. Thank you, Mr. Cooper.
Thank you, Mrs. Waggadorn, for all the exercise. I'll leave now before you get another idea.
I better get upstairs too, Marie. I'll see you later.
Bye. Julia, do you really like this couch here?
Mm-hmm. Don't you?
Yeah.
You should. It's exactly where it was before.
Now I suppose you'd like something to eat.
Well,
After all, what's a home for? Just some place to drop in for a snack when you're hungry.
Lydia.
Oh, it's all right. I don't mind. By now I should be used to it. I don't know why.
Lydia.
Yes.
Wonder why I got this funny feeling you're mad about something.
Mad? Why should I be mad? Just because you're 3 days late getting home, and then you stop to meet the neighbors before you see your own family?
Look, Lydia, I told... What is this, a chocolate-covered brick?
It's my special cake, and it was light as a feather 3 days ago when you were supposed
Look, I
to...
explained all that on the phone. My car broke down coming through Vegas. I was stranded.
Sure. In Las Vegas?
You want to see the receipts from the service station, huh?
Oh, don't bother. I'll take your word for it.
Well, thanks, honey.
Don't mention it.
Look, Lydia, how many times must I tell you, if a husband and wife don't trust each other, where's the marriage? Lydia, you listening?
I'm listening. I suppose you've got a receipt from next door, too.
Well, I'd ask what that's supposed to mean, except I'm sure you'd tell me. I swear I don't know what it is with you, Lydia. You're not happy unless you're not happy.
It comes of being married to a traveling musician. You should know what they're like.
Oh, boy, I only wish I was having half the fun you think I'm having.
There, and that's exactly what I mean.
You broke it again, old Jenny Wagadorn. You did. You did too. We both did. Yeah, we're partners. Now what are we gonna do? Let's go get our other partner to come fix it again. Yeah, let's.
Hold it. Where do you think you're going, mister?
To get our big old Ferris wheel fixer.
And who's that, Mr. Cooper?
No, Mr. Douglas. He lives next door with Mrs. Douglas. Yeah, we gotta go get him right now. Our circus will have to close.
Mm-hmm. Here's a special announcement, fellas. The circus is closed for the night. Now, Corey, you get washed up for dinner.
Ah.
And Earl, I think you better go home.
Go home. Go home. You never tell Corey to go home.
That's because Corey is home.
Oh.
Hurry up, Milt. We're going to be late.
Be right there, honey.
Oh, hi, Lydia.
Hi, baby.
Oh, and you must be the Mr. Douglas I've heard so much about.
Right, and you must be the Mrs. Baker I've heard so much about.
Not Mrs. Baker, Julia.
Pleased to meet you, Julia. I'm Milton.
I'm taking this down to our favorite landlord to see if he can fix it for me. There seems to be something wrong with the wiring.
Well, if you have any trouble with Mr. Cooper, just rap on our door. I ought to be able to fix a little thing like a lamp.
I suppose if a man can fix a Ferris wheel, he can fix anything.
We better be going, Milt. We're on our way to hear Lyle's group play.
They've got a very heavy booking in the high school gym tonight.
Oh, wonderful. Well, good night. And wish Lyle good luck for me, will you?
Will do. Good night. Why'd you tell me, Julia, you were so good looking?
Right away, Doctor.
Yarby, has anyone decided to redecorate our clinic?
Not to my knowledge, Doctor.
Then would you mind telling me exactly what that nut with the tape measure is doing out there?
Mr. Rush is an efficiency engineer. I think that's what they call them.
I don't care what they call him. What is he doing here?
He says he's going to maximize our EP. That stands for efficiency potential.
Well, I don't give a care what it stands for. What I don't stand for is him. Now get him out of my clinic, all in a double.
And just how is a simple RN supposed to do that, Doctor?
You watch. Baker, would you ask Mr. Rush to come in here? Would you like to make book on just how fast I can get that little creep out of our hair?
I'll check his stopwatch.
Dr. Chagley, I presume.
Yes, you presume. You presume that this clinic can or should be run like one of those assembly lines out there in the plant. How dare you... What are you writing?
Nothing you need concern yourself with, Doctor. Now, you were saying?
I was saying...
Excuse me, Doctor. Would you mind holding this tape while we talk?
What I was saying was that this clinic is going to be run the way that I want it to be run. And will continue to be operated my way, and nothing you... Rush, will you get back in here?
Keep talking, Doctor. I'm listening. That wasn't what we call nice, Doctor.
Hi, Lydia. Hi. Oh, it must be nice having your husband home for a change.
It all depends on how you look at it.
Oh, you mean more wash to do.
What I mean is, when he's on the road, well, you just don't know what it's like being married to a musician.
Well, I guess I don't. But is Milt really that different from any other husband?
I wouldn't know. Milton's the only husband I ever had, and he's the only one I ever want.
Milt must be a very fine man. I haven't had much chance to get to know him, but Corey and Earl think he's just the greatest.
Yes, he does spend a lot of time in your apartment. With the boys, I mean.
That's because they made him a partner in their circus.
Uh-huh.
So that every time their Ferris wheel breaks down, they can con him into fixing it for them.
Uh-huh. That's what he keeps telling me, too.
There. Now, that should take care of it, Millie.
Thanks, Julia.
What's the verdict?
A verdict?
Yes, how did I handle that sprained wrist? With maximum EP or whatever you call it?
I really wouldn't know anything about that, Mrs. Baker. After all, I'm not a doctor.
Or even a nurse.
True, but it does seem to me that the treatment of patients should be the doctor's function.
Any nurse can handle a simple injury like that, Mr. Rush. Besides, Dr. Chegley and Nurse Yarby are taking care of an emergency and shipping.
Yes, the AF, activity flow in this department, is a bit uneven.
You know, you are absolutely right.
I usually am.
What this clinic really needs is a schedule for its unexpected emergencies.
Check.
Check. Good evening, Lydia.
Evening.
Come on in. It's open.
What on earth are you two doing?
Oh, it's a present from Mr. Cooper. He made it himself. Wasn't that sweet of him?
Very. What is it?
See for yourself, Mrs. Baker.
Now, that's what I call pretty darn clever.
Me too.
And thoughtful, too. I really don't know what I did to deserve it, Mr. Cooper.
Mrs. Wagedorn, honesty forces me to be honest. I didn't do it for you. I did it for me. Or to be absolutely precise, for my aching back.
I still think it was sweet of you.
So do I.
One thing, Mrs. Wagedorn.
Yes?
Play, enjoy, move things around, change your mind as often as you like. Get this furniture-moving virus out of your system. And when you finally decide how you want the room permanently arranged, please,
Yes?
take it up with Mr. Wagedorn. Good night, ladies.
Good night. Marie.
Huh?
Would you leave that alone for a minute, please? I'd like to talk to you.
Now, Mrs. Baker, what's on your mind?
Lydia Douglas.
Oh, you noticed it too.
Noticed what?
How Lydia's changed.
Oh, then it's not just my imagination.
What?
I mean, lately, she's been treating me as though she's the head waiter and I don't have a reservation. I mean, what is with her anyway?
Don't you recognize the symptoms? Lydia's the classic American stereotype, the jealous wife.
That's nonsense, Marie.
Don't tell me nonsense. All us jealous wives recognize each other at 50 paces.
I mean, it's nonsense that she's the jealous type.
You want to bet?
Oh, that just doesn't make any sense, Marie.
Jealousy never does.
That's not what I mean either. With Milt away from home so much on the road playing in nightclubs, that's a reason to be jealous, or at least suspicious. But why would she worry about him here when he's at home?
Boy, for a sophisticated lady, you are pretty naive.
Come here, you goof. What are you doing?
Look,
Yeah?
that's Julia Baker, the lady who lives upstairs from me. When she first moved into this building, and my husband got
Your husband?
jealous wives like me and Lydia are always building green-eyed monsters.
Lydia?
Douglas.
Marie, you simply got to be kidding.
I wish I were. Who is it?
Julia Baker.
Yes?
It's time, Lydia, that you and I had a little talk. May I come in? Oh, your apartment looks lovely, Lydia.
Thank you. Now, what is it you wanted to talk to me about?
Well, Lydia, this isn't going to be easy for you or for me. I have a confession to make to you.
A confession?
You've heard of cases of love at first sight, haven't you?
What are you talking about?
It hit us the minute we met. We've been trying to fight it these past few days, but Lydia, it is just bigger than both of us.
Who?
All those times he said he was fixing Corey's Ferris wheel, he was in my apartment begging me to run away with him.
Milt? My Milt?
That's the way it is, Lydia. I'm sorry, but what can we do?
I can't believe it. You and Milt? Running away? I just can't believe it.
Why can't you? It's what you've been suspecting all along, isn't it?
But Milt loves me. I know it. He wouldn't do a thing like that. He wouldn't even think it.
Of course he wouldn't.
Huh?
That's why you're such a complete fool not to trust him, Lydia. I have seen your husband exactly once, and you were with him.
Thank you, Mrs. Baker.
Oh, Mr. Douglas.
I only wish someone had had the kindness to do that to Lydia years ago.
Oh, Milt. Milt, can you ever forgive me?
Nothing to forgive, honey. But I think you better ask Julia the same question.
Let's all forget it. After all, it's the least I can do for a business partner of Corey's.
Good morning, Nurse Yarby. Is the doctor in?
Yes, in the middle of giving dictation, and I wouldn't disturb him if I were you.
Oh, but I have to see him. I have the final report on the clinic all finished.
Philly. By the way, how'd we do?
A-okay, as they say. Now, may I see the doctor?
Well, it's your life, as they say.
And as requested, I am enclosing all medical records, including the... Yes?
Mr. Rush insists on seeing you, Doctor.
Oh, he does he? Tell him I'll be right out. Come on with me, Baker. I'm gonna put that officious oaf away for keeps this time.
Good morning, Dr. Chegley. I have here...
Rush! Rush, my boy. How long have you had this condition?
What condition?
Uh-huh. Just when I suspected. We don't have much time. Here, hop up and down on your left foot.
But...
Hop! I'm gonna call a specialist. Keep hopping. Keep hopping, Rush. Yes, that's it.